This is Michelle, and I'm here to do your June 2020 card reading. This month, we're going to be reading playing cards, and we'll be using the Bicycle 1885 deck. I'm really enjoying this deck. It's just a beautiful deck of playing cards. A lot of bicycle motifs, gears and tires and things like this are embedded into the court cards. It's a lot of fun. I'll also be looking at a few tarot cards from the Golden Tarot by Cat Black, and then an affirmation card from Divine Doors. All right, and I just want to mention one other thing before we get started with the reading, and that is that YouTube has given me a community tab, and so if something should come up and I can't post a reading, I will mention something there. Okay, so just in case a few of you, some of you might come regularly, and I get the readings up monthly, so if something happens and I can't, you might be wondering, like, geez, what happened to Michelle this month? And I'll get something posted there for you. Okay, I don't anticipate that though. It's just in case. All right, so this is the reading for my Virgo friends. For June 2020. Oh my goodness. Okay, the cards are ready to go. It's so fast, but I was shuffling them beforehand too. All right, okay, and so 3 of spades on the bottom of the deck. And so Virgo, there's some mental activity going on, all right? You would think that for some of us anyway, we might be able to take some time off and rest a little bit, but it could be for some of you that you're actually finding yourself busier now than you were before, and there's just a sense of like an uptick, right, in mental activity. That's what I'm picking up there. Okay, let's see what else comes up for the sign of Virgo. It's the 2 of diamonds, all right. The ace of diamonds, okay. And the 10 of diamonds? Are you kidding me? Okay, wow, Virgo, what a run of diamonds here. And not only that, look at these numbers. Goodness. I mean, of course, we know that the ace is a big, brand new beginning. But a 10, actually, if we add them together, it also comes up to a 1, right? And so the 10 also signifies, it's like a very big conclusion that leads into a very big, brand new beginning. The 2 of diamonds coming in tells me a couple of things. One is that I think, Virgo, that you're going to have some really solid support. For those of you that have something in mind and you're starting out something new, I think that there are going to be people that really support you in this. A lot of cooperation. That's what I'm picking up from this. A lot of cooperation. Some of you might have actually an individual partner in mind. It might be like 2 people. But what I'm really sensing is that just a lot of cooperation. Something is just going to take off here for you. It could not be more beautiful. Let's see. I'm going to hold off seeing any more because I want to see what else comes up. But I'm just actually slightly stunned, I have to say, by that run of cards there. Let's see what else comes up. The 10 of clubs. Oh my goodness. And the ace of clubs. Okay. You saw me shuffle, right? Okay. The ace of clubs. I'll take it. And the 7 of diamonds. Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. All right. Well, here is what's happening in the environment, okay? Here's what's happening in the environment. That is a lot of financial instability and more than that, uncertainty. A lot of financial uncertainty. We just don't know which way this is all going to shake out. A lot of folks are in a position right now where they can see, you know what, that old thing that I was doing, or that old thing that I had planned, perhaps even that old thing I had wanted to do, that's not going to be possible. All right, that's not going to be possible moving forward. Now, I'm not saying that particularly for you. That might pertain to you. You might resonate with that. Okay, certainly you might resonate with that. But I'm also seeing this just kind of like in general, that's happening to a lot of people right now. And so they can see at this point that there's going to have to be a new start somewhere with something. Some people aren't exactly sure what that is going to look like. I feel like, though, for you, Virgo, for the Virgos that have made it to this channel, that the picture it's clearing up for you. Let me put it that way, if not already clear. Like, you knew all along which way you were going to go. You were already going there. You were already going there. And so this situation here may not pose quite as much of a problem. I'm not picking up the sense that Virgo is just like, oh my gosh, I had no idea, right? I had no idea that I had to have a second set of plans in place. I'm feeling like Virgo is very careful about things and good at planning ahead. And so I feel like for some of you out there anyway, that you're feeling like, okay, well, I can see a lot of people are not sure exactly what to do, and that's understandable. But you know what? I'm going to go forth boldly. I'm going to move ahead, and it's going to be okay. I see you bringing a lot of positivity into this scenario. We can look at this, at these endings that are all around us, especially around career and work, that's really coming in strong. We can look at this as an opportunity, or we can look at it as like a real problem, and surely it is. I mean, surely it is a problem for many. There's no question about it. But how we look at it and the energy we bring into the problem, right, is where we can get sort of a leg up, or get an advantage. And I see Virgo looking at this in the most positive light. Like, we have so many opportunities right now. So let's go ahead and continue on. The Jack of Hearts, all right. The Five of Diamonds. And the Three of Diamonds. Oh my goodness. Look at these diamonds. Wow, Virgo. It's just one of those readings, it's one of those readings. And, it's saying this to me, change is in the air. There is going to be some change, a big change around career, wealth, money, resources, all right? In many of the folks that are coming to this reading, you can sense that. This is going to be a big shift. But again, with the Three of Diamonds here, I'm seeing Virgo looking at this and going, I'm just not going to sit around here and wait for something to happen for me. I'm going to take action. I'm going to bring my positive attitude into this situation. Virgo, you're such a hard worker, right? Virgo is not content to just sit around and do nothing. when a problem presents itself. Instead, Virgo is going to get up and start working the problem. And I feel, Virgo, that the more you work, even if it's just a small step, the more that you work towards solving any problems right now, the better you're going to feel. It is just going to lift your heart. You're going to feel more lively. Now, there's a special message coming through. I want to say this is just for a few Virgos, but there's a special message coming through. Okay, and it's that some of the Virgos coming to this reading are actually going to be working with children, or are working with children, I want to say, or you are bringing a sort of like childlike sense of wonder and joy into the situation. That in itself, that sense of joy about life, about the opportunities we have here on this planet, that bringing that joy into any groups that you're participating in, partnerships, one-on-one contacts, bringing that joy in is going to be a tremendous gift to others. This could not be more positive. I mean, it's striking. Virgo, I have to say this is striking, and I commend you. I commend you for, I want to say, picking yourself up and saying, you know what? I am going to be the one to bring a positive energy into this environment. Very understanding. I see Virgo being very understanding, though, about other folks and what they're going through. Others that are having to deal with the change that's in the air and are sort of undergoing it in a more difficult fashion, or can't find the positivity. I see Virgo being very compassionate and understanding, but at the same time, not letting that bring Virgo down, right? We might think of it as like a vibratory level. Like Virgo is going to keep the vibration rate very, very high and positive in the month of June. We're going to bring in just 3. I'm only asking for 3 cards from the Golden Tarot as perhaps additional commentary or encouragement. We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, Strength, and the 8 of Swords upright. Okay, only one. Oh, wow. Okay, that's very interesting. 2 major arcana. And the 8 of Swords also just such a strong card in the tarot. A strong pep. Okay, so let's take a look at, I really feel that this, what we received from the tarot, was confirmation about the reading that we got and an additional comment. Okay, so that's what we have here. The idea of finances, all right, coming through the Wheel of Fortune, right, dealing with wealth, money, resources, and the idea of uncertainty, right, with the wheel, and also the 7 of Diamonds. These are kind of have a sort of an analogous message here, that there's a sense that we just don't know exactly what is going to happen. But Virgo has a choice to make about how they're going to approach the situation. And Virgo is approaching the situation with great strength, creativity, and positivity. It's I want to say, picking this up, this message, it's amazing. It's amazing, Virgo, the strength, the creativity, and the positivity that you are bringing to this situation. And with the 8 of Swords coming in, I'm going to bring in just a little bit of astrology, because this really resonates for me regarding Jupiter in Capricorn conjunct Pluto, all right, in the month of June, and also Saturn going back to Capricorn, right? Currently in Aquarius, but heading back, still conjunct. Those whole three planets, right, have been part of that dynamic. But in June, Jupiter will actually conjunct Pluto. And so there's a sense in the month of June that there's a very important juncture regarding transitions that we have been making in our lives. And what I am seeing with this Eight of Swords is that Virgo is maintaining faith. This is represented by Jupiter. You might look for Capricorn in your natal planet. Where is Jupiter in your natal chart? Did I see? Where is the natal Jupiter at the time you were born? What house was Capricorn in? That's what I mean to say. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get this out. What house is Capricorn covering? Bear with me, okay, as I channel this message. Okay, because Jupiter is transiting there at this time, and that might give you a clue about where you are bringing faith to bear on a big lesson, a big transition. Okay, Virgo, my goodness, I'm going to go to the divine doors before I get myself in any more trouble there, okay? It's absolutely beautiful to see. Despite the economic uncertainty, Virgo is bringing tremendous strength into this situation. You are guided by your faith with the Eight of Swords, absolutely guided by your faith. There might be a connection to that faith, and wherever Capricorn is in your natal chart, okay? Certainly also, even in your natal chart, you might also look to see where your natal Jupiter is, because that can also be an area of great strength and faith for you. Okay, so now we are looking at divine doors for the sign of Virgo. Oh my goodness. All right. Very interesting. For the times that we are in, I don't have the message memorized on the back, but I mean, look at the door. It's actually almost a window, we might say. It's a little bit more to me of a window, unless we have a ramp here, but I'm looking at as a window. You know, the interior is all just, there's a lot of debris, there's a lot of decay, things haven't been taken care of. There's a lot of destruction here. I feel that in the environment today on a daily basis, what we are having to contend with as a society and as individuals on a day-to-day basis, I mean, over time, it can end up feeling almost like this on a psychic or internal level, that the energy is just so intense and difficult, and I am not saying that energy isn't for certain situations justified, okay, because it certainly is in some cases, but this is the reality that we are facing right now. And in order, what I'm picking up from this is, you know, it's okay to understand that. Remember, I had brought this up. You know, is that certain people are going to be going through experiences at this current time, and they're going to be having a little bit more difficulty with it. And I see Virgo being very understanding about that. At times you might be in the thick of it here, you know, just in the thick of all the issues, helping people in some way, in the thick of all these issues, and you're very compassionate about it. At the same time, though, Virgo needs to maintain their positivity, and they are doing so. And they are seeing that indeed, for me, everything is going to work out beautifully and for the best. And that's very important, Virgo, because a lot of people depend on you. You're not one to just be selfish about it. Virgo is very focused on helping other people at all times. But for that to occur, Virgo has to be very strong herself or himself. Virgo has to remain very positive, herself or himself. And so in order to do that, at times, it's going to be perfectly okay to go out into this space out here through the window, out to where things are more pristine, clean, peaceful, beautiful, loving. Back to where you can gain your strength again. Because nothing is going to bring Virgo down at this time. Virgo is going to continue to bring in this positivity for their own life and where they are headed, and also sharing that with others in their own special way, whether it's a direct type of sharing, a direct means in which they are sharing, or whether it is indirectly. For example, if you're a parent, right? And you have your, children, you're going to remain positive, and that is going to impact your children in a very beautiful way. And even if it's just indirectly, that's just an example. Or perhaps just to your friends, people that know you. Your positivity is going to resonate out. Let's take a look at the message, and it is walkabout. You discover your path in sacred walkabout. The trees are your people. The earth is your tribe. The indigenous lessons you find, in indigenous lessons you find the will to survive. All right, Virgo, well, I wanted to make that perfect for you. I had a few glitches there. So I hope you'll forgive me for that and bear with me. But the message is absolutely beautiful for you, Virgo. I'm so happy to see it. And I'm sending that positive energy out to you now as well. Thank you so much for being here. It is a pleasure and a privilege to read for you always. I'll see you next time.